Oh, this is,
Oh, no, he skipped to this bit.
okay, right, so, tests,
Glorious tests. Ted is here.
Ted,
Test,
Ted, Ted.
test. Glorious test. Ted is here. Run.
Ted leans back against a bench, a light folded the opposite thigh. I see he's reading something in his hands.
Is it a book?
Probably. But he takes his eyes off it every so often to scan the people walking past him. Is this why he asked what time my last final was going to be? I'm giddy again, but for a whole other reason. I hurry and skip closer to him. Tad! I wave to catch his attention annoyingly, and the corners of his lips raise in a small smile.
Look here, I wasn't expecting you for another half hour. The exam isn't finished yet. Get back in.
Oh, surprise? What can I say? I must be a bio genius.
Cocky's never cute, you know. We'll make an exception for you.
Still not cute.
No.
Grinning, I lean over
Definitely
to
a cock, one.
I wouldn't be surprised. I lean over to peck his unsuspecting lips, catch him by surprise. Shucks, thanks. Ted glares back at me in embarrassment. I'm not sure whether it's because I copied his accent or because I kissed him. He's such an old man, even though we're dating. There's no PDA ever for anything.
At least warn a guy.
But you're so cute when you get flustered like that. He huffs at my teasing, making me giggle. Mercifully, I take a seat beside him and peer over his shoulder at what he's reading.
A book.
What you got there?
It's a book. Dun dun dun. Of all the clubs available here on campus, I got it from the Student Services building.
Ted angles the pages so I can get a better look. Wow, I didn't know our school had this many clubs. Names and descriptions endlessly lined down the page with some action shots thrown in here and there for good measure. Font's not even that big. Which means I can't read it, but, you know.
Now the shop's class in town. We'll be left with more free time than I'm used to. So I figured, heck, why not join a club? And I could join a sports team too. The cross team was mighty interesting.
Ew, please don't join a sports team. Fucking don't have to get away from Madry.
What was that?
Because organised sports are gross. Plus, if you joined, I wouldn't be able to join with you. I hug Ted's arm and squeeze. If you really want to rock out with your cock...
Okay.
At least make it an intramural club. I think most teams are co-ed. Ted stands speechless for me for a few seconds before his words come out in his usual babbling mess.
You want to join a club with me? I wasn't going to force you or nothing. I wouldn't hate it either, but I wasn't sure it's the kind of thing you're into.
Well, duh, I'm your girlfriend. I should at least be into what you're into. But you better join a really cool club, or it's a no-go. I lean off of Ted and jokingly cross my arms. Sorry, I don't make the rules here. Ted chuckles and shakes his head, looking even more motivated than he was before.
I'll come up with something, little Miss Picky.
I smile as Ted agrees, but then I jolt straight up in my seat.
Seat?
I nearly forgot. Yeah, they were sitting on a bench.
Oh, right.
I set my bag beside me so I can get my phone. I need to call my mom. I promised to tell her how the test went after I finished it. Watch my bag, I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
I don't want to bother Ted with my conversation. It shouldn't take too long anyway. But when I try calling my mom, I get sent to her voice message. I guess she's busy. I'll just leave a message. Hey, Mom, I was just calling to say the test went great, and I guess that's it. Call me back when you get this. And my phone surprises by... Okay, bye, love you. Was that a text? There's no... Okay, we've been to this bit. Okay.
Creepy man.
Creepy McCreeperson. Oh, but wait, Ted's waiting for me out there. I glance over in his general direction. Part of me wants to tell him about this.
Oh, good God.
But I know I can't, because he's only like a policeman's son.
And 2 inches away from you.
Yeah.
Quite easily bodyguard. Yeah.
I can't get him wrapped up in this mess too. I have to do this as discreetly as possible. It's going to be hard to keep my cool in front of him. Ted's normally pretty perceptive when it comes to this stuff. He is. He's not noticed this whole fucking year.
Yeah.
If I'm just the slightest bit off from my normal game, he's going to pick up on it like a snap of my fingers.
Yeah, look, they've got a club for ballroom dancing.
Oh, well, that's not cool. As he picks up on my return, Ted shows me a page of his brochure and points at a certain section. but I'm way too frazzled at the moment to care, but I do my best to pretend. I'm sure I'd like it in any other circumstance. Yeah, that's cool, Ted. Grab my bag from the bench and stand awkwardly in place. You're going to have to say it eventually, Nicole. Keep it smooth. Sorry, this is super short notice, but something came up and I have to go. I hold my breath as Ted responds with a furrow of his brow.
Oh no, is this something serious?
Yeah, I'll tell you about it later, promise. I just gotta go right now. Ted squints his eyes at me, and for a moment I think he's caught on. However, he soon goes back to reading about the school clubs.
I won't hold you then.
My chest clears of all that billow of anxiety, and as a consolation I kiss Ted on the cheek before hurrying off through campus out into town. Campus. Oh, abandoned building. Right, we've done this bit.
That's a scary place.
Scary place. Scary room. Room empty. Room.
Pillows. Slam.
Trap. Woo, idiot.
Happening.
Knobs. Twist.
Knobs.
Help.
Bang.
Hinge.
Out.
Damn it. Scream. Thump.
Fist.
Knees. Careful.
Do.
No.
Bottom.
Knees.
Bottom. Help.
Signal.
But.
Useless.
Happen.
Feeling. Die. Noise.
Door. Knob. I think this is different now.
A duck is trying to get in here. It has to be. I leap to my feet. This is my last chance. If I don't get him now, press myself flat against the wall as the door slowly swings out, creaking on its rusty hinges. All I have to do is go for the wrists. The weak point of any woman. I let out a battle shout and leap blindly at the abductor from behind the door. Our limbs clash together, and I'm sure I've got hold of their wrist, but suddenly their body twists, and in a flash, I'm the one with her wrist held behind her back. Duh.
Will you quit squirming around like that? It's me, you moron.
I go slack as I recognize Ted's wondrously familiar southern drawl.
Yeah, it's definitely what southern drawl sounds like, yeah.
Ted? Ted lets go the moment I realize it's him. I can't believe it. It's really him. I don't need to turn around to know. How are you here? How did you find this place? He followed you, you...
Simple enough. I've followed you, you nerk.
Although that's really creepy in a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Stalking is love. Well,
that's
what Twilight teaches us. Stalking is love.
I've actually read all of Twilight.
You have my sympathies.
I have my sympathies too. It was painful. And then I got to the best part was when I was talking about the books, and someone said, "Oh, I haven't finished it yet." And I'm just like, once you get to the baby vampire, that's all you really need to know before you throw away the book. And she went, "You've just ruined those books for me." I'm like, "No, I'm pretty sure they ruined them themselves."
No, the author did that.
Yeah. It was just like surreal because this person was not stupid.
Also, how long ago was this? Because the baby vampire thing's been known about for a while.
This
films and everything.
This was. I'll be honest. I got them on PDF because I wasn't buying them. So not too far since when they came out. When the last book came out, it was basically "haha, dare you," and I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" So I did.
Well, at least it wasn't 50 Shades.
Yeah, I do draw the line somewhere.
What, straight up abuse?
Yeah, and rape, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, BDSM community have no problems with you so long as you do it safe and sensibly. Well,
the stuff in 50 Shades isn't BDSM. It's just someone being a twat.
It's someone being a twat and a rapist twat because she says no, apparently.
Repeatedly.
That's rape. Just so you know.
Not sure how we derail this further. Should we get back to the story?
It's been a long episode. As relieved as I am to see Ted right now, this feeling disappears as I notice how scarily serious he looks.
You were out in Fisher and Aquarium back there at school. I thought something was up. It's going to forward you to this place.
Stalking. Just saying.
I got worried when I realised you weren't coming out any time soon. Came in myself. That's when I heard a ruckus coming from over here.
That must have been me. And hold on, you are following me? Ted, that's totally not cool.
Came all for you, only saying now the shoes on the other foot.
Even though we're so close, Ted points right at my chits.
You're the one who's sneaking around first like some sort of rat. What the heck is going on, Nicole? Don't tell me you locked yourself in here somehow. I wouldn't be surprised if you did.
No, of course not. It's just complicated.
I'm a smart guy, I'm sure I understand.
But Ted!
Nicole, for the love of explain, tell me what's going on.
For the love of explain, really? Ted grazed my shoulders and studies me so I'm looking directly at his face. It's obvious why he's pressing me so hard to tell he's worried about me, like a boyfriend. Damn it, this is exactly what I didn't want to happen, have people care about me and stuff. Doesn't look like he's about to let it go. I don't have much of a choice anymore, do I? Remember how I was looking into those disappearances earlier in the semester? It might be because I was scared I was going to be the next one abducted. It's a long story, but one day I started getting weird messages on my blog. They told me I was going to be the next girl taken and I should wash myself and stuff like that. So I started investigating on my own to fight back against this abductor. Nearly cracked the case. I thought I was going to put the final name in the coffin today. Guess the only coffin I nailed was mine. Earlier I got enough messages from the abductor. They sent me a message saying if I didn't want to be taken, I have to get to them first. Showed Tess the latest message I got that afternoon. Here it is. Got informed I'll like this, but I erased them. To Ted finishes reading, he takes a deep breath through his nose and exhales loudly.
This is going to be going on for how long now?
Oh, since the start of the semester?
I'm only hearing about this now.
Ted's voice goes frighteningly louder than it was before. What the heck? Why are you getting angry?
Are you seriously asking me that? Of course I'm getting again and get bleeding angry. You'll tell me straight in my face you've been doing this for months. Months! And you never thought to even mention it to me.
I was scared, okay? It's not like it involved you. I didn't want to drag you into this.
This is a goddamn excuse, you know it.
Thank you for talking sense there, Ted.
Yeah. Ted sense, or tense.
Yes. I back up and hit the wall as Ted advances on me.
You're always like this, Nicole. From the moment I first met you, been absorbing your own little world. I get it, sure, you're self-sufficient. Nicole does what Nicole wants, and pardons to whoever decides to get in her way. You can't keep doing that. You can't do everything by yourself, you hear me?
And why the hell can I?
You want to get locked in a small room, or some horrible nerk. He's going to drug you.
Ted's hands off me and push him back. I've been just fine up to now, all right? I got all the clues. I was going to get them.
You observed the hell out of those ducks and found out really helpful things. Wait till I smell the coffee. This isn't Nicole Land, which would be a terrible theme park. All you did was get yourself locked in this room. If we weren't so concerned about you down there all the time, who knows what would have happened to you.
That's creepy. All I can do is purse my lips and try not to break down. He's right, and that's just so infuriatingly embarrassing. Ted takes another deep breath, appearing way too tense after all that yelling.
I'm not asking you to rely on me for everything. All you need to do is rely on me for when you need it.
He awkwardly rubs the side of his arm.
Also, you should have gone to the police.
Yeah.
How do you think it feels knowing the girl you care most about in the world don't even count on you when she's in trouble?
I groan at his observation. I don't know, you're super right. Can't do this anymore. I uneasily exhale and start fiddling with my ponytail, what's left of it after the alopecia, unsure of what to say in this awkward atmosphere. I know that what I did was sucky, and I didn't mean to make you feel bad. I just didn't want to bother you. I didn't want to put you in danger too. I just got so caught up with the investigation, and I've been so stressed out with everything that's been going on, and I was so scared, like 100% of the time, and I take a deep breath and collapse into Ted's chest, hugging him tight. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Please, please don't hate me for this. I nestle my face deeper into Ted's body, and it feels like I'm hugging a board with how unresponsive he's being. He must be seriously mad at me.
No, it's just how Ted hugs.
However,
like a piece of wood.
But just when it looks like I'm not getting out of this one, I feel him wrap his arms back around me. Hand starts to stroke the back of my head softly.
I'm not going to hate you for something this stupid.
Ted gently pulls me off of him so I can look me in the eyes again. His face is stern, but there's so much warmth in his eyes that my heart Ba-dumps. Okay? My heart ba-dumps in my chest.
Just don't pull something out of this again. You never know what'll happen to you.
I nod quickly. I'm just relieved he's still there by my side.
All right, now I found you. We have to get going. We're going to stay here.
Tad takes me by the hand and pulls me out into the hall.
We got to call Pops and tell him about this because he's in the police force. We might have to explain himself all over again, but at least we can send out a search on these bastards. We'll get you somewhere safe. Use what you know. I'm sure that'll be enough to get him.
Tad looks over his shoulder at me, appearing a bit flushed.
I'll protect you from this perk no matter what you kill. I ain't letting him lay a hand on you all, me.
Tad's remark is so sincere that I inexplicably end up sighing like a girl saved by some superhero. Even now, he's just as methodical and organised as he always is. It's really admirable. I squeeze Ted's protective hand. You're such a knight.
Shut up, you.
Prince Charming, in fact. Despite the situation, I end up giggling at his childish response. I'm cut short, though, by the sound of someone clapping.
Wah.
Ted and I come out into the wide hall. The cracked windows on the side are able to stream in light, and standing in the middle of the rubble and moss is...
Oh, it's you.
Jeff? Knew it. Jeff, what are you doing here? There's no mistaking it's Jeff, clapping his hands slowly. He stops the moment he sees we've recognised him and wears a smile like he couldn't care less.
You've done it, Nicole. Congratulations are in order. A proper escape. Now comes time for a final confrontation with the villain. No.
Jeff brings his hands up to his chest and slowly lowers them as if setting himself on display. Ugh, seriously, there's no time for this. Wow, Nicole, you're dense. She's as thick as a can of Spam. Jeff, stop joking around and get going. I don't know how you got here, but, hold on. Dawns on me. How would Jeff know about this place on his own?
You asked your question before. Why don't you answer it?
Tad's voice is deathly low. He must have realised the same thing, and it doesn't seem that they came together, judging from his reaction. What? Doesn't seem like they came together. No, just one after the other.
I already answered it in a way. You two must have reached the same conclusion as well. I must be what I claim to be. I'm behind the abductions. Dun dun dun!
Dun, 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 dun.
I can even prove it. I called you here in my last message, did I not? And here we are, facing each other on the abandoned battlefield. At least that's how it was supposed to be.
Jeff glances at Tad, annoyed.
I wasn't expecting Nicole Grave +1. So it wasn't part of your plan.
Tad keeps level, but I tell he's about ready to let loose on Jeff the moment he sees an opening. Can't let him do that just yet. Why? I thought this abducted guy was some huge creep, but it's just been you.
A huge creep.
A huge creep? I don't get it. Why would you take girls like that?
I simply did it to further my own gains, and I picked the appropriate subjects I needed to make that happen. It's not as though I hurt them, nor they missed very much either.
Wow.
Well,
You have a weird definition of hurt.
what gives you the right to say that? Here it is, remember her? She was a girl you took last month. Now sound a bit more sick about her.
Hang on. Last month.
Wait, what?
He just said the girl you took last month. She was missing at the beginning of the game, which was in September. Wow, what a friend you were. Anyway.
There's only a bit more to say about her. It sounds like you wouldn't get the good shit on from this place.
Jeff scoffs as though he's heard a bad joke.
I'm sorry to be the one to inform you, but your crush was misplaced. So be honest, I had a crush on her. I'll let you both into a little secret. As you may have already guessed, after I abducted someone, I made sure to return them to the spot where I found them. The only cheers was already at the time for underage laugh when I made my move. I barely needed the soporific I had prepared.
Ew, I didn't see that coming. I did!
You see, I hadn't stripped an angel off her wings. I had made a cage the rambunctious troublemaker hid within. I made it a policy to only take those who, frankly put, deserved it. Oi.
Yeah.
Yeah. A kind, generous girl who turned out to an excessive love of the party life. She was someone who's better off in confinement than the outside world. Why?
What?
What?
Hang on.
People are allowed to have fun as well as be nice. It's...
How fucking dare she?
Yeah. Hypocritical of me to say, surely, but you must agree. Punch. No, I don't agree with that at all. You twat. Oh, I can't say for sure if you're lying, so I won't waste my breath trying to defend her. But if what you say is true, that don't mean Julie was a bad person.
Hello, kitty.
People ain't perfect. I can't realise that now. Bad things is she didn't outweigh the good she accomplished. You ain't no right to judge her on your own terms like that. What you did weren't deserved by anyone.
Yes, that's right. Well done, kitty. Jeff reels back like Ted's words are blows to the face. He's really got him on the ropes with that. Not
Just
really.
eat him.
However, Jeff soon regains his composure and is back to smiling crookedly. Something about him sees more off than usual, though.
Well, it's no matter. What's done is done. And now that the jig is up here, as it were, it must be. I must make my move. He legs it.
Jeff takes out a small ball with a string poking out the side. It's only when he shows off the lighter in his other hand I realise that the string has a fuse.
You've won this bout, Nicole. It was entertaining, to say the least.
Before Ted and I have a chance to act, Jeff lights the ball up and throws it at us, filling the room with blue-coloured smoke. Oh, what the heck?
It just thud as he runs to the wall.
Yeah.
It's one of them fireworks, smoke bombs. Cover your mouth.
I do as Ted tells me before he grabs my hand, by the other hand and leads us back the way we came.
Oh no, this wasn't the plan. We were going to catch him. Very nice beyond all this. We can't let him go free. Got to break his legs.
Shouldn't we be heading after him then?
We won't be able to see nothing in that smoke. There has to be another way.
We hurry down the halls, not sure of what we're looking for. Eventually, though, we reached a forked path.
Fuck you.
Which way do we go, right or left? Ted's eyes quickly take him both ways.
Oh god. Let's split up here. Take the right and I'll take the left.
Well, what, Ted?
If we both take the same path and he's dead end, we've lost him. At least one of us has to find a way outside. Oh no, you can take Jeff on your own if he comes down to it. Oh, trust me, Nicole. Yeah, cause she's proved that she can't possibly. Yeah,
right. Really? Alright, fine, we'll do it your way. I poise myself with the right and get ready to take off. Be careful, Tad.
Certainly.
Both start running at the same time. Winding maze of halls puts me more on edge now that I'm alone. Ted said he's counting on me, though. Have to make my way through somehow. It's long, decrepit pathway after long, decrepit pathway, but it feels familiar somehow. So when I think back to that one night I explored this place, it's all too dark so I couldn't get a good look, but I think I walked this way to the back entrance. Sure enough, I see it coming up ahead. I quicken my pace, pumping my arms until I'm bursting into the outside air. Man, I really need to run more. That's the second time you've said that. I have to slow down with a few paces and try and gather my breath, but the moment I get my second wind, I'm off to the front lot. There are voices coming from up there, and they sound like they're fighting. Tad and Jeff. When I finally reach the front, I see them exchanging swings, kicks, back and forth like they're in the middle of some kind of dance. Neither of them can get a clean hit on. With both their speeds, it looks like it's a fight to see who wears out first.
Finally, I'll get to give you what you've had carrying for the longest time.
I don't know which person is which from this picture.
Yeah.
He aims a swing right for Jeff's chest, but Jeff evades back like a boxer and counters with a jab of his own.
I'm afraid you'll find it's you who's getting what's coming.
I can't just stand here like this. Tad! Tad's nearly hit with the jab as he turns to look at me.
Oh, you sneaky bastard.
He
loosens... It's almost like you're untrustworthy or something.
He loosens his jaw, then stretches forward, pushing Death back with his offensive. Hang on. Yeah, there you go.
You've done a lot of horrible things in our day, but threatening... What? You've done a lot of horrible things in our day.
Back in the days of yore.
You've done a lot of horrible things in our day, but threatening a girl like that is one thing I'll never forgive. Oh, really? And what will you be doing about that?
Ted ducks under one of Jeff's swings and retaliates with a quick shove to Jeff's shoulders. It obviously doesn't hurt that much, but what it does is send Jeff back against the wall of a close by stone wall. Jeff gasps in surprise as he meets it, seeing his chance. Ted pulls something off his belt and flicks a switch on it. Oh, okay. That's not what I thought it was.
I thought it was a flick knife, didn't you?
Yeah. Whoa, is that a stun gun? It suddenly is. Before Jeff has a chance to recover, Ted jabs the electrified tips right into his neck, sending volts of electricity running up his spine. Ted convulses in place, and taking his chance, Ted reels his free hand back, then slugs Jeff right across the jaw, sending him back against the wall. Force is enough to send his eyes rolling to the back of his head. Jeff quickly slides down the wall until he's lying limp on the ground like a rag doll.
Never underestimate an officer, son. We're always armed.
Oh my gosh! Ted? Are you okay?
Nicole!
Papa. Sorry. I ran up to him as I seen the closest Cleo, thought Ted was going to get seriously hurt there.
You shouldn't have yelled out like that. You almost put me on there.
I know, I was really just surprised. But you did it, Ted. You were so cool. I leap into Ted's arms to give him a hug. Must have taken him by surprise because I hear the stun gun go off in his hand. Then I could reflexively crumple to the floor in a heap. I hastily hop back a step and glare at Ted like he's judging me.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I shot off early because I got excited.
I was just about to make that joke. Blushing, he flicks the switch on his stun gun and sticks it back into his belt.
Snap! Oh, I flipped the switch on. I turned it on to more pain rather than not. Never thought I'd get a chance to use that thing. Makes me sort of feel like a real cop.
Did you just carry that thing around with you? Is that even legal?
I work late nights sometimes. It's a safety precaution. I've no idea if it's legal in the States. It's not legal over here.
Really isn't.
No.
Ted grunts a little and passes the stun gun on his hip.
Swords is manlier than mace. I just carry a mace, personally.
Bear mace! There you go. After making sure that Jeff was both not dead and out cold, Ted called his dad to report in the situation.
He called the police as soon as he could.
He called the police! Ted, we love you!
So if she just mentioned it earlier, he would have called the police immediately and this would have been fine.
Yup.
What you say just happened?
Ted flinches back from his phone. Ouch, even I heard that, and Ted didn't even put Ron on speaker.
If he were down the end of the street, heard it.
Needless to say, Ted's dad wasn't very happy to hear that we went and put ourselves in danger like that, but on the plus side, he did say it was impressive to have caught Jeff on our own. I kept watch over Jeff for about 20 minutes before we saw the first cop car pull up to the abandoned building. Soon there were even more cars, and the whole street was eventually blinking with red and blue. When Ron got there, When Ron got there, he pulled us aside to give us an earful of his own. It's kind of funny. Both he and Ted had these weird expressions on their face. Ted looked totally tight.
The same face, that's why.
I think that's actually Jeff.
I know. That's kind of what I mean. Everyone has the same face.
Except for Nicole.
Yeah. And Chandra. No, Chandra is a lady with a man's face, so she's got the same face as well.
Yes. Ted looked totally tight-lipped and modified, while Ron just babbled on, unsure of what to say. He must not really have to lecture Ted all that often if they were both so unused to it like that. In the end, though, they hugged each other, and then they pulled me in to make it a group deal. Creepy. What a couple of sweethearts. But Ron had a job to do, and when Jeff finally recovered from all those volts, Ron was the one to cuff him up and lead him to the police car, which totally wouldn't have happened because he's got a personal investment into it. So, no. Ted and I had to go down to the station too for our official statements and all that. By the time it was over, chaos had died down to a mild roar. It was pretty late at night. Still, I couldn't help by thinking of it as a beginning into the end. We caught Jeff. We actually solved the multiple disappearance mystery.
Still a terrible name.
Yeah.
The newspapers around here are just lazy.
Those were the words I drifted off to when I finally got the chance to sleep.
Really? Wow.
It's been a few days since everything happened. Town still buzzes about the news. While the police are doing what they can to sort everything out, however, for the most part, it's been peaceful. Things are slowly turning back to normal. In fact, I'm on my way to work right now. On Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve.
Ding.
There's a little ding as I step into the convenience store. Whoa, I'm still surprised that everything's up. I thought Ted would have started cleaning by now. Speaking of him. Hello? Anyone there? No one behind the counter right now, and I doubt Ted would just leave the store empty to sit in the back room.
Nicole?
Papa? Right behind me, I turn around and there's Ted with an empty box in his arms.
What are you doing here? I thought you were ready back home.
For Christmas, you mean? I missed the stores last day? No, I couldn't do that. There's been a change of plans. I need to rock out this hot uniform one time before I left. Gesture at myself in the grey jumpsuit. I don't even have it rolled up like I usually do. It's mostly because of Tad. I figure he'd appreciate it if I wore it like it was supposed to be worn in once in my lifetime here. You can argue it's kind of late for that, but that's when I start ignoring you. Ted chuckles at me and places the empty boxes down by the door.
It's like your usual place, then. I'm just getting ready to move out on merch when the tie's over.
Oh, I can help with that too. Ted eyes me suspiciously.
Looking for more excuses to avoid your family.
Whoa, you're sharp. I should have figured you'd catch on eventually. I saunter over behind the counter so I can rest my elbows on top of it. My mom and dad are totally pissed at me for not saying anything sooner.
I can relate.
I lower my eyelids at him from across the counter. Not helping. So yeah, I kind of don't want to deal with that right now. They're not that mad, but they said they'd ground me if I hadn't brought Jeff to justice. They're just so smothering and annoying.
Yeah, I can relate to that too. Bob seems to be watching me more carefully than he used to. I think we'll be fine eventually.
Stop it.
Stop what?
I can't explain it. Whenever you talk about your dad, you always have this annoying look on your face. You are way too close. It's really creepy, actually. I hate you guys.
No, be jealous.
I'm so jealous. I wish I was that close to my dad. You really don't, Nicole.
No, you really don't. You should start by not avoiding him. Might help with the conversation.
Okay, we're done talking about parents right now. Hastily end the subject and start rubbing my hand over the countertop, trying to commit every last inch to tactile memory. I'm going to miss everything, believe it or not. I spent a lot of time here. Playfully, I open the counts register and giggle at the noise it makes, because I'm 3. Like, who knows when I'll be able to hear that again?
Now, she's programmed it to go testicles when it opens. Every single time. And Ted has no idea how to change the program. Well, if you just find a new cashier job, problem solved.
But it won't be this register, that's the thing.
Other ones don't go testicles.
Yeah, I just have tons of memories to this place, even if nearly all of them are working together with you. That might be one of the things I'll miss the most. My voice goes a little quiet as I wait to see how Ted reacts. Was that too much to say? Should I have kept quiet?
I'll miss all of that too.
Ted lets out a haggard chuckle as he rubs the back of his head.
If I'm being honest with each other, it's not a thing about it. It's still the most important thing to me. So now it's closing down. I was worried to take a little part of me with it. But it's better this way. I've let it all go. And now I can focus on other important things in my life. Like school, finding a new job, taking care of my pa. And you, Nicole. Yeah, when I say it, leaving the store was a fair exchange for finding you.
Gag me. The atmosphere between us changes as Ted approaches me. Eventually making his way behind the counter, I look at him, unsure of what he's about to do, and suddenly find his hands in mine. He jerks me forward so I collide with his chest. Whoa, hey!
Oh, so I'm going to really miss you over the break. You know what? Doing my best to be mature one here, but damn.
Ted has his hands locked around my waist. I carefully perch mine on his chest as I smirk at him. Guess it's finally my turn to be the mature one.
Shut up.
I'm grinning as he kisses me, unbelievably happy that I'm in his arms, like I am now. I know that coming to this school led to me being a target for Jeff, just like Ted said, it's a fair exchange for finding him. Eventually the two of us part from the kiss, grinning like idiots with swollen lips. Fucking hell, really?
Jesus, suction pump or something, sir.
Isn't that some ethical code against inter-workplace romance?
It's the last day and all. I think I can let something slide.
Ted grunts on me as he walks from behind the counter back into the aisles.
Still no slacking. Got to do it right from start to finish. Know what I mean?
Yes, boss. I smile as I straighten out my uniform, trying to take from Ted's example. Doing things right from start to finish. Yeah, I think I've done a good job of that so far. It's done!
But, yay!
Yay!
Elsa Reaver, I hate you. Oh.
And you, Sandra Mistal.
Yeah, that was okay.
That was alright, yeah.
Yeah. Stop, Daniel Lumbers.
Oh, Daniel! Daniel, you're in so much trouble. And
If you see what come, I'm going to throw apples at you.
music was alright.
Yeah. Proudly pied, but I don't think Ren P was proud about that at all.
Shouldn't have been.
No.
Anyway, we finished!
Yay!
If you have another game you'd like us to play, leave it in the comments. Or don't. That's cool too.
If you have any suggestions, write down a piece of paper and throw them in a fire. No, honestly, leave a comment.
Leave a comment and we might do them. But
we might do them because, for one thing, it leads us to find stuff we wouldn't have found otherwise, and it also means we have to put less effort when we're looking for stuff.
Yeah, mostly that last one.
I like the one that requires less effort.
Well, considering the last 3 games we've tried to play has been
terrible.
Terrible, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, maybe we should stop doing that.
Yeah. Anyway, bye.
Bye.